do you have plans of doing more for engaging people on your social media?
Yes, we continue to engage. We follow a calendar plan for a complete month based on the dates that is there, commemorative dates that are coming in the month. We plan priorly. The next month plan will be put forth in this month's end, and we identify any festival season dates are there, any dates that people don't eat non-veg. We also cut down that dates to limit our budget, promotion budget. Mm-hmm. And yes, we continue to put at least 22 posts per month, and it is quite helpful. We follow their comments, we track them, we reply to their comments properly, and based on the images that we put, we identify there is a lot of suggestions that is coming from the consumers, with which we were able to create some innovations. We also, as a mainstream, we sell biryani, and we also have other shawarma stuff, shawarma. We are trying to come up with innovative Arabian dishes also, like shawarma, grill, barbecue. We are trying to build in innovation for that as well. So the priorly, given the situation, and we are a Chennai-based brand, I am not promoting my brand in anything else other than social media. My brand is a completely social media driven brand as of now. Okay. We are not allowed to put pamphlets in households because of the situation. Bus bags or any other ATL kind of marketing activity is not possible as of now. So I shifted my complete budget to digital front, and it is paying off as of now.
Interesting. So you said you have got some 8 outlets.
Yes. 8 outlets. What I've done is that before lockdown, it was a minimum dine-in outlet. Now what I've done is that I've put a delivery system in place. I've integrated ShipRocket. I've integrated this Shadowfax, and I've converted the outlets to delivery points. So my biryani gets prepared in the central kitchen, and my 8 outlets act as delivery points for home delivery. And before 3 months, I was like 5 to 10% of what we are selling in my store. Now my store, I'm more than what I'm in digital home delivery. Sales is equal or more than equal to what we are selling in walk-in.
So, okay, let me understand it better. So in 3 months' time, with your digital initiatives, you are 3 times the amount that you were selling from that one single, walk-in store that you have. Okay, that's impressive. That's impressive. So a couple of things. Social, as you have seen, that has been helping you get orders, and from social, they end up coming to your website and put an order, right? Or maybe you use messengers for getting orders directly. Have you also tried other forms of social selling or social commerce?
Yes.
Like creating stores on Facebook or...
Yes.
And what has been your experience? If you can tell us the pros and cons of that as well.
Yes. See, we started this Instagram was there, but a focused attention towards Instagram was like 2 months back. And because thanks to that influencer that did my influencer from my followers from 200 jumped to 2,800 now in a span of 20-25 days. But in Instagram, you need to have 10,000 followers to have your own shop where you can book or order any product. That's when we started WhatsApp business. Through WhatsApp business, I've limited with 4 or 5 impressive menus, a bucket menu, more than single order. I've focused my attention towards pack of 5 a bucket biryani, pack of 8 bucket biryani. Through WhatsApp business, I was able to understand that even people who are not technically savvy with website, they were easily able to order through WhatsApp. They click on the menu that is listed in my WhatsApp business. That is pretty much easy for them than to come to website and order. They see the picture, they see the rate, and they order. So in WhatsApp business, my sale is continuously increasing, and it is much more convenient for all walks of people. People from all walks of people.
Okay, that's interesting. So for the campaigns that you've been running, right? Again, you can give it more in a range for people to understand. Now, conventionally, any of these platforms take time to understand a particular algorithm, right? Because it will take time for you to stabilize that what is the cost that you should have. Your click rates are going to be based on the maturity of your ad account. So what has been your experience across Google, Facebook, and Instagram in this process?
Yes, in my social media, Facebook and Instagram, I started to run ads in the my first campaign was in the month of January, and to my shock, the one per click it was like 85 rupees per click, costed me like 85 rupees per click in Instagram, Facebook and Instagram. Mm-hmm. And I didn't stop the campaign. I didn't pause the campaign. I was little. I wanted the campaign to run for at least 2 to 3 days or 1 week to see what is the traction that is happening. And it is eventually, since my ticket size is high, per ticket size is high, like 1,700 per bucket biryani or 2,000 rupees per bucket mutton biryani, I was able to spend this amount, 80 rupees for, I was able to wait patiently for this 80 rupees to get burned. And eventually when the order started to come in, my cost per customer acquisition also came down. It was like now we are operating at, I'm not sure, I'll have to check, but it is close to 23, 24 rupees per click. And it's quite affordable for me as of now. See, I don't have any other medium to promote my product, and getting a customer in 24 rupees is the best that it can do.
For such a business. That's interesting, impressive. And how about Google? Because you said you have also been using Google. So what has been more beneficial for you, social media or Google search?
Yes. Since I'm a Chennai-based brand and it's a particularly a food brand, my entire concentration was through Facebook and Instagram, and very less towards Google. And in Google advertisements, paid advertisements, I was not, there was a increased traffic to my website, but the cost per acquisition was quite high there. And I was not able to get the proper traction through Google. So I had a more concentration on social media. My Instagram for campaigns and Facebook campaigns fetched a lot more better results because they see a dish, they order a dish that way. The trigger to click on call now, the trigger to click on website was much more higher in my in social media platforms. And I wanted to, since in a span of next to 2-3 months, and I'm much more predominant in delivery points or more in Chennai, I have to start spending more on Google and display networks.
Mm-hmm. So what would be your advice for someone who would like to, start? Because the interesting part of your initiative has been that is in 3 months that you have tried to build multiple digital assets, and in that process you have been able to get a lot of success. So yes, that's inspiring. And what would you ask someone who probably would like to start today?
I'd like to ask it, be persistent in your campaigns and be patient. Don't expect results in next day or the very next day. Promoting your right product, right delivery system, promoting that in the right platform will definitely fetch you results, but not the very next day. And since this promotion, this marketing spend is measurable, I'm able to spend on a right audience, a right targeted segment. That way, I'm able to spend less and get a lot of throughput from each campaign. So I was persistent in my campaign, even though the customer acquisition was initially high, and it came to a number that I wanted. I was persistent in running the campaigns every day. I was patiently waiting for the campaign to get the traction that it can create. And that way, within 3 months, I could do some big numbers in website that my walk-in couldn't do. So that way, I would ask whoever is starting any kind of business to be patient and sell the right product and be persistent in their online campaigns.
Right. That's very encouraging. And having that staying power, not just in terms of money, but also mentally being prepared for it is very important.
You'll be working with yourself with a lot of patience. Is this working? Is this working? Or is it not working? Is the campaign running effectively or not effectively? And that spoils your mind. That confuses you to create new campaigns or stop the campaign or pause the campaign. I would request to wait. That's all. To wait the campaign for the campaign to perform.
Right. So, right. So those who are looking for making the first move as a digital entrepreneur or an entrepreneur who would like to leverage digital, here is what I learned from Amrit. You need to be patient. You need to check out. You obviously need to know what your consumer wants, but then you also need to do your own testing, right? So for example, in this case, the social works better than search for the particular category that he is in, right? And in 3 months' time, he has taken his business on the digital front 3 times, which is impressive. But that has been possible only because of the kind of work that is happening at the kitchen and the kind of work that's happening in the marketing kitchen as well, right? And both requires a lot of patience, right? So all of you who are going to be viewing this, if you are in Chennai, do order from Armani Biryani. And I'm sure you would be adding on to the great reviews that people have been contributing in a very organic way to Amrit and his business. All the best, Amrit. It was great speaking to you. We might come back to you again. And those of you who would like to know more about what happens in such initiatives, do follow our channel, subscribe the channel, and also put in what more you want to know in the comment section. Thank you very much.